Views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ. WVTC Allsip Chicago. And
the fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coats. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs. Underground Furs.
Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. I'm excited as always to be here in your presence. I am your host, Sholanda, and welcome to Dhat Girl ministry. I was praying with my director this morning, and he called it a ministry, and I believe that this is something that has been ordained by God for me to do, to come out every Saturday morning to live stream with you all, to encourage you, to motivate you, to inspire you to get up and to go into your place of destiny, to go and to move into your place of purpose. How do you know that you're not already in your place of purpose? Because there's a feeling that you have, a sensation, a feeling of peace when you find yourself in your purpose, walking and moving in that which God has ordained for your life and created for you. How do you know that that girl is trying to come out? You feel it. You just feel it. You feel uneasy. You're starting and you're stopping projects that you visioned for a long time, but you put them down. But it's something about you that you just feel like there should be more to this thing called life for me. There's an empty feeling. Well, guess what? That is that girl saying, I'm here. That's the greatness on the inside of you saying, let me out, let me free to do what it is that I was created to do. You all, we are in store for a treat on this morning. I'm going to be talking about go. Go hard, go big, and go enjoy. Go hard, go big, and go enjoy. Go means to go from one place to the next place. And we're in a season, we're just coming out of the season of the birthing. We're going into the season where we are reaping our harvest. It is harvest season, you all. Let's get up. You all know how the farmers, they get up at the crack of dawn and they get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go out and to crop their harvest, to do whatever, to till their soil and to do whatever it is they have to do, milk the cows, but they're not sleeping. They're up and they're in position. It's time for us to get up and to go into our next season. But if we're going to be able to get up and go into our next season, we have to physically get up. We have to physically find a time where our mind is clear. And typically, I'm going back into old ways. That is the early mornings where you're able to toil the soil. Am I saying that properly? But you're able to get your crops, your mind. You're able to get your thoughts. This is where your harvest is. It starts in your mind. Woo! It starts in your mind. If you're going to go, if you're going to move about in your day should start with meditation. Your day should start with prayer. Your day should start with hearing a word of go from your creator. The one who created that girl is the one that we're seeking for to activate that girl. So we're going to go into another place in our mind, and it's a place that everybody cannot go. So it seems to be a little bit hard when you have to ignore people. And I mean that you'll have to ignore people. When you're in your goal season, you have to be hard. When you're in your goal season, when I say be hard, I don't mean be mean, disrespectful, but it's all about your focus and your purpose that's going to allow you to go into the big. You're going to see the big. You're going to go in your mind. When you're there, that's where your business, again, that's where your business and your dreams are going to come from. So you don't want to have anything or anyone to distract you from your goal place. In your goal place is where you find your strength. In your goal place is where you find your motivation and your encouragement to do the hard things. Hard means to be firm, to be tough, to be unmovable. Unmovable meaning no matter what comes, no matter what opposition tries to come your way, no matter what, you're going to stay focused and you're going to move in the timing that you received in your goal time. You see, again, I'm going into that goal place because if you do not shift your mind into another place, then you won't get there. It's a mind thing, you all, which is what I found out. Prosperity, obtaining goals, reaching your place in your destiny, it's all in your mind. It starts there. It starts there. And yes, you have to take risk. If you're not going to take the risk, then 9 times out of 10, it's not going to prosper. And that's just real talk, keeping it 100 with you all. A lot of people want to stay comfortable. A lot of people want to do what appears to be simple for them, what fits into their schedule. Well, when you are pursuing that girl, when you're pursuing her, that inner person, you're going to find some things on the inside of you that you're going to have to deal with first. So it gets to be a kind of tough when you look at yourself in the mirror and when you really see who you are at this point. We have to see who we are in order to get to who we want to be. We have to see who we are right here, right now. I have to look at who I am. How am I operating? What are my habits? What are my desires? What am I putting in? And that kind of like tells me why I'm getting out what I'm getting out. So what you're putting inside of yourself, people, I want you all to understand that's the only thing you're going to get out. If you're putting garbage in your mind, if the only thing you're listening to is music that's hardcore music, there's nothing wrong with rap music. There's nothing wrong with different kinds of music. It's nothing wrong with watching different things on TV, but you have to balance. It is important that we balance our life so that we will not get sidebarred. But I believe that when you're in the place of going to achieve and accomplish what you are setting out to accomplish, a whole lot of negative things, a whole lot of negative conversation, a lot of negative people, it kind of tips the scale and you kind of tend to always ease over to the negative side. It's so easy to tip over to the negative side, but it's harder to allow yourself to go into positivity. I wonder why is that? Somebody put in the comments for me why you believe it's so easy for us to get entangled with negativity and it's harder for us to get into positive vibes. I believe, again, it's what we're putting into ourselves. It's where we start out in the season that we're in. It's where you start out that allows things to affect you. You know, we have control over how things affect us. We have control over how even listening to the music, we have control over even listening to people talk. We have control over listening to the news and listening to and looking all around us. We really do have control over how that affects us. You know how to, we have a power to block it out. Our negative response, we have the power in our mind to block it out. How do you block out the negativity? Glad you asked me. Keep your mind focused on those things that are positive. Negative will always be there. If you just got to have it, you can always find it there. But you got to keep your mind, keep your ears, keep your eyes, keep your movement going in the a positive direction. When you feel the negative come, overpower it. See, if you don't have any positive on the inside of you, that's why I said you have to start your go time off with prayer, reading the word of God. And when you're really, really into pursuing something, fasting always works because it helps you to focus on that which you are purposed to do. And it gives you the strength to say no. It gives you the strength that when the banks say no, you say, oh yeah, it's still going to work out. It's still going to happen. It gives you the strength that when, if you have a partner, if that partner is not moving in an alignment that you're in, it gives you the strength to know it's time for me to walk away, because by any means necessary, I will accomplish that which was set out in purpose for my life to accomplish. So that's how you're able to stop the scale from tipping you over into the negative zone and get yourself balanced. That way, when things come your way, that the positive will be able to outweigh the bad, you all. This is helping me right now, because moving forward, when you turn a year older, even when you just decide to do something different, it takes discipline. It takes writing down things. It takes coming out again of being comfortable. Signing up and doing things like, I'll use me like I always do. My business is running really, really smooth. Have home-based daycare, and I've been doing this for years. But guess what? I've been doing it the same way for years. And I'm looking for things to progress and to go up a little bit higher, not so much as financially, but yes, I do want the finances, but I want a change in my status. When I realized today, everybody wants to be big cheese, big wig. Nothing wrong with that. But in order to change your status and to shift yourself into your place of destiny, you have got to put the work in. You cannot be afraid to do something different. Like I said, everything around me is just peachy. Nothing is out of order, but I feel a nudge that I have to go higher. That's that girl on the inside of me saying, okay, you've mastered that level. Come on, you got to level up. Isn't it funny how when you find yourself so comfortable in doing one thing, that greatness always wake up and say, excuse me, you can't get comfortable at this level because there's greater. So you have to level up. So in your leveling up, you have got to make some decisions to, I'm going to say break, or for lack of a better word, or to make uncomfortable that which is already comfortable. You have to make uncomfortable that thing, that place, that situation that you've already taken up comfort in. You got to move it. Do I want to? And I went back because I signed up to get some help and to work with an organization that's going to help me to level up. But when I read and really looked into the requirements, it's going to require me to move out of my comfort zone. Especially you guys who's starting things from home base. Yeah, it takes a whole nother level of discipline. But guess what? It's in you. Everything that you need is on the inside of you to accomplish you. Woo! Everything, this is helping me, that you need to accomplish you is on the inside of you. So when you say do you, watch what you're saying, because you really have to do you. And in order to do you, again, you have to move everything that's not favorable to your purpose out of your way. Ladies, if it's the man, he has to go. If he cannot understand, this is my go place, this is my go time, and I have got to go hard in order to go big. So anything, anybody, your children, selfish time, you all, in order to do you, you're going to have to go inside and do you and find you in order to accomplish you. So nobody else can do this for you. This is something you have to do for yourself. Be strong, be encouraged. When you look at yourself in that mirror, and I have to go back there, when you look at yourself in that mirror and you see those things about you, and you see that you're not getting up early in the morning to feast off of your harvest, which is your mind. When you realize that you're not getting up in the morning to work out and to move your temple, the body that the Creator gave us to use here on earth, we have got to get up and move it. Physically working out. When you realize those things that you're doing wrong with your finances, we have more than enough. You say, when I get this money, I'm going to do this. When I get the money, when I get the loan, well, you have already been provided 9 times out of 10 enough to at least get your feet on the pavement and get to moving. But we have got to be tough enough on ourselves. We can be tough on everybody else around us. But when it comes to put your foot down on yourself, we tend to say, oh, we make an excuse for it. Oh, I'm just got so much going on around me, or this is why this is happening. Yeah, this is why that's happening, because you are not taking time out in your day, in your life, for you to come out. This has been so sweet for me when I got this understanding for myself. And being forced to take time out to really find myself out has been a good thing. Sometimes you all will be forced to do it. If you lose your job, don't panic. Look inside of in your harvest. Look inside of your mind and you'll see, let me see. How can I toil this situation? How can I work this situation out for my good? I was used to going to that job every morning. I was used to getting a paycheck every 2 weeks on point. I was used to getting the Christmas bonuses. I was used to getting a nice big fat income tax checks every year, because it was programmed. It was something that you did on a routine. So you were at ease about it, which causes us to cheat ourselves. When we get at ease in a situation, most of the time we shortchange ourselves. I feel like my glasses are crooked. Are my glasses crooked? But most of the time you shortchange yourself by getting comfortable, because it's so much greatness that's on the inside of you. But a lot of us, we never reach our peak. We never reach the ceiling, as people say. We never reach our fullest potential in our life. Why? Because we get comfortable with just a few crumbs. What if the farmers just got comfortable with maybe a dozen of eggs? They wouldn't profit much. You have to go harder. You have to keep going. You have to keep past you. You have to keep moving to keep growing. If the farmers stop watering, if they stop feeding the soil, then it will not grow the crop, the harvest that was planted. Woo! If the farmers stop feeding, if we stop feeding our harvest, then the crop will never grow. Those tangible things that you want, see, like, and desire, I want to give this to us straight up. I'm talking us straight up, 100, talking to myself. Sometimes you have to do that. We're not going to get it We're not going to get to that next level if we do not take time out to get up early, to get ourselves together, to get our minds set on the goal, meaning taking it from the negative place to the positive place. We will not obtain those things to the level in which it was intended. Yep. You might get it a little bit. I'm going through with my glasses or something this morning. But anyway, I'm gonna push past this. You might get a little bit, but you're not gonna get your fullest. And I don't know about you all, I'm not gonna settle for just a little bit of what I'm supposed to have. And that's why I'm out here every Saturday morning encouraging you all, begging you all, get on this movement with me. Come on, let's encourage one another. Share the show. Show me some love, because I am operating in one of the movements that God created for me. This is Dhat Girl. I am that girl that you see sitting here every Saturday morning, but this is not it for me. It doesn't stop right here. And how do I know that? Because I heard it, I saw it in my go time. When I moved myself from the negativity, when I moved myself from worrying about my children, ladies, it is only going to be happen through God. Is going to only one that can give us the strength to put down our kids, which is normally that thing that is tipping our scale. It's going to come in your go time. It's going to come in your prayer time. It's going to come in reading and studying the word of God. It's going to come when we feed our harvest. Look up some people who are giving testimonies how to break the strongholds of our children, not the soul ties, because my babies will always be my babies, but how to break that grip of distraction. Because what we're trying to do to help our children, we can do it even greater by being that example, by showing them how to move into their next level. We want to tell them about it. We want to tell them, if you go to school, well, you go to school. You be an example for them. You start the organizations. You start the new business. We want to encourage those, not just our kids, but that's like the strongest grip that normally have on us, but just people around you. There are people that we were predestined to let them look, just to look at us, not to hear us. I'm learning not to be such a big talker about what I'm doing, but just to be a fast walker. People will see you, not so much as fast, but just to walk it out, because it might not be a fast process, but it is going to happen. But I'm learning to be a doer so that people can see what the Creator, not what I'm doing, but what the Creator has in store for my life. And they're able to see the manifestation of what it is that the Creator is waking up on the inside of me. Normally what's on the inside of you is supposed to come up and out. It's not just supposed to stay on the inside of you. If you have situations with your digestive system, and I won't go too deep into that because that can get kind of gross, but if you have issues with your digestive system, a lot of times what goes in can come out, but it'll come out too fast. And where it's supposed to come out and cause good to your body, it can cause some discomfort, and it can cause you to miss some things that's supposed to happen within your body. So when we come out too fast, you can miss some things. So I just want you all to understand that there is a timing for your growth. There is a timing when we have to get up and go in order to grow, and in order to go big. There's things that we're going to have to lay aside, and there's things that we're going to have to pick up in order to move these heavy weights off of our heart, There's going to have to become new patterns in order to move the stagnation out of our daily routine. There's things that we're going to have to move. We're going to have to go through. And again, in order to get to that next level that you see, want, dream of, think of, and desire. And why do you see, want, think of, and desire these things? Because it's something that the Creator has put on the inside of you, that yes, you are supposed to be doing it. So I hope this show, you all, have been helpful to you, as helpful as it has been to me. I'm feeding my harvest, which is my mind, so that my crop can grow. I'm not going to allow dirt and what is it that eats up the crop? I can't think about it, but to come into my harvest and eat it up. I'm not going to allow drought to come into my mind, meaning my thoughts get frozen and stuck on what's going on in the world. When you allow the drought to come into your mind, it just dries every bit of aspiration. The drought dries and it sucks out all of your hope and your motivation. Come on, you all, let's water our crop, our harvest in worship so that we can water our crop. Come on and let's feed our harvest so that we can see the progress in the crop. So here's what I want you to do on this week. I need you to do this for yourself. Look in the mirror, get one habit that you have formed that you can say, this has taken me off of, this is holding me back from seeing my crop grow right in front of me. One thing that you can see that is stopping your harvest, your mind, from producing the crop. And let's work on it. If it's procrastination, if you're spending too much money, the season is changing, ladies. You know, we always have to shop and upgrade something, but you have so much in your closet because you're doing this every year. Yes, styles change, but they change and they come back around. Most likely, you already have in your closet what you're going to buy. I have a friend of mine, and my time is running out. She literally, you all, bought the same shoe, same color 3 times. And that's how she realized, man, this is a situation for me. I've heard of buying the same shoe, different colors, but she, at different times, she purchased the same shoe and realized, man, I have a situation going on with my spending. Get off the computers if you're shopping online, because normally our hiccups, ladies, and I'm saying this for a reason, is our kids and it's our shopping. Let's do something for ourselves and change ourselves. Let's go to another place in our mind. Let's go in another direction. Let's balance out the scale and not allow negativity of people, of children, of families, situations to weigh you down to the degree that it causes you to miss your mark. It's not the season when it's time for the corn to grow. The farmers, they can't miss their season, because if they miss their season, then that's how they miss their money. So I'm encouraging you all, don't miss your season. In this season, in order to get you, you're going to have to change you. In order for that girl to come out, then you're going to have to move some of those things that's on the inside of you that is blocking and hindering you. Listen, you all, this show, this ministry, this live stream, this chit-chatting with one another has been so motivational for me this morning. I hope it has been for you as well. Listen, send me some love, some appreciation, just to let me know. Share the videos to let me know that you are listening and you are sharing, and it has been a blessing to you. And listen, I wanted to say this right quick. for the month of October, I'm going to share this platform. So if you have anyone that has a talent, anyone that has a book, anyone that have any gifts that has already begun, any crop that has already begun to grow, and you want to put it on display, give me a call, 708-351-0002, and we will make time for you to come on the show during the month of November. The month of November is going to be crop time. It's going to be the time where we're going to show what we've done, how we've laid the foundation. And this is as a result of this. This is what has grown from the inside of me. So again, give me a call, 708-351-0002. And again, I have been your host. My time is running out. I have been your host, Sholanda Bolin. Please join me next Saturday, the same day, same time, 10 a.m. And we will be doing the same thing, encouraging, motivating, and inspiring one another to do just what we do, to focus and to pull that greatness on the inside of us, because Dhat Girl has got to come out. Listen, you all. Happy Saturday again. Sun is shining. Get up, get out, enjoy your morning, do your house cleaning, whatever it is you do on Saturday, but do it with a positive mind. I will see you all next week. Later.
It's time to introduce you to Time, T-Y-M-E, the guy who is unique and multi-talented and confident. The mission, to satisfy clients and give them the best service possible. Time is a person who gives 100% and is always laser focused. It's from motivational speaking, acting, modeling clothes, fitness coach, a live radio show talking about living a healthy lifestyle for life. Time is also an author, and not to mention an ordained deacon. Time is also a businessman that sells furs, minks, and leather coats. Time is a role model for the world. His biggest talent? Giving. Giving is an art. And Time is a charity called Cheerful Giver. God loves a cheerful giver, which by now you have figured out that Time is very creative and loves working with his toolbox, aka his mind. If you need Time's services, contact 773-458-5084 or email thebody1 at yahoo.com. TYME. It's time.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through